What's up, UK? It's Natty with the official reggae charts. My special guest on today's program is the one and only Victor Romero Evans. Victor, welcome to Mi-Soul TV.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here.
Victor, let's talk about your album. The album is entitled Enter Super Vic.
That's right.
Why the name Enter Super Vic?
Do you remember the posse?
The posse?
The members of the posse, they called me, who were Eddie Nesta, Robbie G, Sylvester Williams, Brian Bavell, Gary McDonald, Michael Buffon, and Roger Griffiths. Anyway, they called me Super Vic.
Oh, okay.
Because I danced, I sung, I wrote, and I've done a few things. So they coined that name for me, Super Vic.
Okay, so tell me about the album.
Second album release after 31 years.
Yeah, tough album.
So it's like it's a new me. It's not Victor Romero Evans. It's Super Vic now.
All right, I hear that.
Because I want to extend myself, musically, in my vocal performances, everything. So that's why I called it Enter Super Vic. Good
album, I must admit, it's kind of like on the Lover's Tip. Well, it is on the Lover's Tip, It's kind of more like on the 80s field, Why did you decide to kind of keep it that way?
It wasn't a conscious decision, If I write a song, I don't say give it an 80s feel. The musician that I used in the main was Bubblers.
Right. To me, like an 80s, feel. But I mean, would you agree with that?
I would say
you can disagree.
No, I don't agree actually.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Really want to know? No.
That's all okay.
Because I think my Woman and Queen, that's got a feel from back in the day. But songs like Anything That I've Got, I think that's a very modern. It's got a very modern Jamaican-y kind of feel to it. You Made Me Cry.
Good song.
It's
a bit wimpy, but it's a good song.
It is a wimpy. It is wimpy, but it's. I'm sure some people have been in that situation where teen years. When I was a teenager, I was very much in love with this beautiful young lady, and she left me, and I was the one who was doing badness. I done badness, and then she said, well, she's going to do badness too. You get me?
Yeah, not right.
And then leave me.
Does that make it even worse?
So that's what the song is about.
All right, then you got a 15-track album. I must admit, one of my tracks is that the version of they've done a Studio One classic. God, I'm trying to remember the name.
Love Is a Treasure. Love Is a Treasure.
Bad track. Why did you decide to record that?
It was Bubblers' idea.
You wicked.
Bubblers said, Victor, I'm going to do a backing track for this tune, but I want you to do the original.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, but that's not really my key, you know what I mean?
We listen to the producers,
But I listened to him and I did it.
Wolverton Mountain and the other.
Wolverton Mountain, I never heard of the song.
Seriously?
I'd never heard it. Well, maybe I'd heard it, but it's one of them songs that you hear and you don't hear. But Bubblers again suggested that. Why have you got tune? Why have you got tune? I said, okay, play. So, and I thought, Wolverton Mountain, I don't know. And he said, nah, man.
Try
do the tune, man. Do a big tune. So, I sang the tune. And I mean, the harmonies, I love the tune because it made me do things harmonically that I had
never tried before. Yeah.
So, it was great. Great.
And it was 15 tracks off the album. Why did you decide to put 15 tracks on there?
Because, as I said, I hadn't done an album for so long. I've got more tracks.
Okay, right.
But 15. I thought 15. That's enough. I'm pleased with all of them.
I'm pleased with the album. The album's good. I do like it. So I'm sometimes when I do play it on air, I get a bit kind of confused because I don't know what track to play. So I just go for it. But Love Is a Treasure.
Man.
Love Is a Treasure.
Fantastic.
But doing all that and also doing the Lovers Rock monologue. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, the monologues came about because Carl Thompson, Janet Kay and myself I'd always been talking about doing a Lovers Rock musical.
Okay.
Now the logistics of doing a Lovers Rock musical is obviously ridiculous. You know how hard it is to raise money for anything. So if you wrote a musical with a cast of 30 and so on, that would cost a lot to put up. So I thought, how can I get around that? How can I write a kind of musical kind of thing without having to resort to a cast of 30 and a band and whatever? So then, how would it be if something like that was musicalized? So then that gave me the idea to blend songs with a monologue. And what better vehicle than Lovers Rock? Our story growing up in the 70s, what it was like in the 60s and the 70s in this country, because we came with Lovers Rock. Lovers Rock is a London phenomenon, so a reggae, Jamaican, yes, but the offshoot, Lovers Rock, the feel, well, you know a London tune when you hear it.
That's right, that's true.
The flavour.
Right.
So then, I wrote it. They said, write it then, Victor. So I said, all right then. So I wrote it in 2 weeks? About 2 weeks, I wrote it. So 9 monologues, which the monologues basically they blend into a song. They go into one of our hit songs. That's Carol Thompson, Janet Gill, myself. So you have a monologue for Slacks and Sovereigns.
Okay.
Now that monologue deals with fashion.
Right.
With us as Lovers Rockers, we were very fashionable. We like to wear the best things and so on. So how we appeared, how we looked was very important to us in Lovers Rock. So that's spoken about. It's spoken about in the context as well of how our parents first came here in their attire, because they wore their best clothes.
Yeah.
So where we got our style from is spoken about. So our parents' journey is spoken about in the monologue, and goes on to us as youngsters why we wore what we wore. And then you have Hopelessly in Love, that monologue. I'm so sorry. I'm so I'm so sorry.
Why did you?
No, I'm so sorry because it's a very poignant love song. It's very poignant in that Lovers Rock came about when we were teenagers,
right?
And for many women, I mean, it was mainly women that made Lovers Rock what it is, and many young women at the time were falling in love.
On the the Lovers Rock monologue, is it like where's it shown? Where's it when people take it in?
Actually, it's a good job I'm here because we're in February. We're going back to the Tricycle Theatre in Kilburn. That's the Tricycle Theatre in Kilburn on Kilburn High Road. It's a beautiful little theatre. It's very intimate. And we're going to have a run there for a week from the 2nd of February to the 7th of February. It's Valentine's month, and Lovers Rock Monologues is very much a Valentine's kind of night out. So you can bring your significant other. Natty,
hopefully
you can bring your significant other, and let's pray that she doesn't end up with somebody else before the night is through.
Okay.
So yeah, but it's running there. It's for the 2nd time, and we're very much looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
Okay, listen, you started your career back in the 70s, you know what I mean? So like with the filming and the singing and a little bit of stage acting, you know what I mean? How do you kind of like look back on it now, you know what I mean? Look back on those days and to how it is now.
In what context? So what is that?
I mean,
so how it is now for what?
For like the UK reggae scene.
Oh man. I have to say there's a renaissance happening with the Lovers Rock, because many singers, Michael Gordon, Leroy Simmons, Peter's always been singing, so it's not like he's doing a renaissance. But a lot of the singers who you hadn't heard from for a while are now coming out with tunes, which is fantastic. You know, Carol, you know, Janet Kay, they're all singing and they're all coming out with new stuff. So it bodes well. Plus we've got new singers coming along, like Aisha, who's fantastic. What's that brother's name? Valentine. You know,
Randy Valentine.
Randy Valentine. You know, so it's nice to see the youngsters coming through. I mean, we need to see some younger ones. You know, like the teenagers.
Yeah.
Because we started as teenagers, most of us. So it'd be nice to see some even younger one them coming through and singing reggae. You know, but I think it's, as I said, we didn't have a solid reggae industry, you know, which is why it kind of petered out, you know, by many of singers that you think, why are you hearing from that one? Why are you hearing from that one? Why are you? Because Private Collection, there was, you know.
Oh, they were good, weren't they?
No, they were fantastic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You know, and that was 90s.
Yeah.
There's some wicked. We have our Motown equivalent of great. We've got great singers, you know, and it's a shame that you know we didn't have a solid reggae industry so that we could continuously hear these people. But I hope with the advent of technology, that man can sit in his bedroom and do a tune and blah blah, that we'll hear those singers again. I hope, you know, to hear.
One of the things I keep coming across, and I keep saying to a lot of the UK, you know, reggae acts, them, you know, it's like, you know what I mean, when they put a song out, you know what I mean, why don't they just follow it up with a video? You know what I mean? Because that tends to sort of like now, because with the technology now, you know what I mean, the videos do kind of help.
I know, I don't know what's wrong with
why you ain't done, yeah, exactly.
Even myself, well, that's...
You could let me said that, so why you ain't done a video?
All right,
cheers.
Natty. All right, hit me hard. But it's true. I am in the process of constructing a video for one of my songs on the album, which is being played a lot on the radio. So I'm doing an album. I'm doing a video for that song, and I will be doing videos.
That's right. You need to.
Yeah. No. Don't worry. I'll be doing videos, man. You're going to, as my mother, you're going to die.
But you know, like back in the, you know, like, you know, like with you the singing and acting, is there going to be any more? We're going to see Victor in any more films?
Well, most definitely. Most definitely. I mean, there's so much to do. There's so many. Because I write, so you will be seeing me doing stuff on film. You will be seeing me doing videos and many other things.
I'm talking about that, you know, like with your son is apparently meant to be, you know what I mean, coming up into the singing now. Can you tell me a bit about your son?
Yeah, I've got a son who he just he just can't stop singing. You know, you're always hearing him sing. Oh my goodness, he sings all the time. He loves singing, and you know, I hope that he, at the moment he's going uni. I hope that he does. No, we will be taking him to the studio. We'll take him to.
He's got a passion for reggae music as well.
He's got a passion for music. He just knows, and his memory for songs is second to none.
What does Victor listen to when he's at home?
I listen to everything. I listen to Zouk. I listen to Calypso, I listen to soca, I listen to soul, I listen to classics, you know, the all-time Nat King Cole.
Wicked. So you're a Motown fan like myself. You listen to Motown as well?
Yeah, I listen to Motown, I listen to Rare Groove, I love Rare Groove.
Going back to like the album, you know what I mean? The album's been out a little while now, you know what I mean? I'm pleased with the album.
Long.
Well, a couple months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm pleased with the album, you know what I mean? And you've got some other songs you were saying that you've got out ready. You know what I mean? What's not on the album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Are we going to get any more singles from you or anything like that?
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Yeah, you are.
Are you going to release something from the album?
Yeah. Anything that I've got, I think I'm gonna.
I like that tune.
Yeah,
Anything. I do like it.
That's the one that's been bubbling.
That's the one that's been playing a lot on the radio.
Yeah, it's been bubbling.
So if anybody out there wants to sort of like hit you up, like how you do a lot of like, you know, writing and stuff, how would people be able to reach out to you?
Well, I'm on Twitter, Supervic, at Supervic, VRE, yeah? And I'm also on Facebook, and my website is www.victorromeroevans.com. That's www.victorromeroevans.com.
Okay. Just before you go, you know what I mean, earlier when we was talking to you about, you know what I mean, a question came up when our researchers was kind of digging up. I'm not even too sure if this is you, but if it is you.
Is this going to be stupid?
No, it's not. It's just about you being in the church and stuff like that and you being a pastor. How true is that?
It's not true at all. Okay. My dad's a pastor.
Okay, there you go. How long was you in St. Lucia and when did you come over here?
I was in St. Lucia until I was 9 years old.
They kicked you out at 9 years of age?
Not literally.
Right.
But I did go against my will. You know, I didn't know where England was. I didn't know anything.
So when you came over here, you saw the snow.
I just
when you saw the snow, well,
I just knew, you know, a dove was killed for me by my mates.
Okay.
You know, they had a little sacrificial dove. Yeah, very biblical. I left St. Lucia. Very biblical.
Did you do any singing in church or anything like that in church?
No, we used to sing. We used to sing as children.
Okay.
We used to sing, you know. I went to the top of the mountain, I see a lady sleeping. I ask her a simple question, she give me a forward answer. She tell me to pass by the window, she give me a cup of coffee. And after I drink the coffee, she tell me to whine like a lady, just because I can whine.
Nah, give him a clap for that, man. Well done, Victor.
Iliato, ai, fuma babude mwe kafe mwe mal. Iliato, ai, fuma babude. I won't go into what that means.
What does that mean?
No. It means, no, I won't say it.
Okay, cool.
It's quite naughty. It's a naughty song.
Okay, all right, Victor.
The St. Lucia's listening will think, why is he singing that song?
Hit them again while they can reach out to you.
Yeah, you can reach me on Twitter. That's at Supervic, SUPAVIC VRE, at Supervic VRE, that's Twitter, and also Romero Evans on Facebook, and also my website, which is www.victorromeroevans.com. So hit me up.
Speak once again to Victor Romero Evans. Thank you for locking in. Definitely can catch me live and direct tonight and every Saturday from 9 right through to 11 when we count down the UK's only official reggae chart.